Okay, good morning everyone. Today,
Morning.
me with Tiara uh, will explain about what is encryption, decryption, and what kind of them. And for the last is we will describe about how to encrypt data in PostgreSQL. So for the description, I think I will let Tiara to describe it.
Okay. Okay. So first, before I explain about encryption and decryption, we should know about cytography first. Cytography is used to secure and protect data. During communication. And encryption and decryption are the two essential functionalities of cytography. Encryption is the process of transforming information so it is unintelligible to anyone but the intended recipient. Decryption is the process of transforming encrypted information so that it is intelligible again. Encryption is done by the person who is sending the data to the destination, and the decryption is done by the person who is receiving the data. And types of keys. The first one is symmetric key encryption. With symmetric key encryption, the encryption key can be calculated from the decryption key and vice versa. You can see the picture, so like this. And the second one, public key encryption. The most commonly used implementation of public key encryption are based on algorithm patented by RSA data security. The third, asymmetric key. Asymmetric encryption used two pairs of key for encryption. Public key is available to anyone, while the secret key is only made available to the receiver of the message. The fourth is private key. Private key may be part of a public or private asymmetric key pair. The last, preset key. In cryptography, a preset key or PS key is a shared secret which was earlier shared between these two parties using a secure channel before it is used. And then encryption of data at rest. Data at rest mean inactive data that is stored physically on disk. And some of the encryption strategies that you can use. The first one is full disk encryption or FDE. The second is file-based encryption. And the last one is instance level encryption. Okay. And for the next, Rafi will take it. Rafi.
Okay, thank you Tiara for the description. So I will present how to encrypt our data in PostgreSQL. Okay, this is how to encrypt data in PostgreSQL. The first is you should know about the extension named pgcrypto. This kind of extension has function to encrypt the data. If you want to encrypt the data, you should activate this extension first. This extension contain MD5 and also kind of them like Blowfish or PGP and Crypt. I will explain about it after it. The PG Crypto helps you keep the encryption method, the salt, and the encrypted password in one string to make it easier to work with. Uh, this is how you. This is how if you want to use this extension, you can directly write it in your database. First is you should open your database in CMD or in PostgreSQL. After you enter your database, you can directly write it, create extension, and pgcrypto. After creating the extension, you should select the table that you want to encrypt. For example, is select crypt is the syntax, and the table name gensalt and bf4. This is the syntax. After you for the example, I write select crypt data ID is my table name. Gen salt I will explain it later, and bf4. After you enter this syntax, the encrypted data will be appear like this. If you see the code like this is the encrypt data that have been encrypted. This is the syntax description. We should always use the gen_salt function to let PostgreSQL generate a random salt or code for us. So gen_salt is a main function to generate the code. BF and BF is one of the cryptography function. This is a kind of function. BF or blowfish, MD5, XDES, and this is kind of the functions. And each of function has different how to say it, different capacity or capability. For BF or blowfish, it only contains 72 max password length, and MD5 is unlimited, X is 8, dash is 8. So it is depend of you. If you want to create only 8 password, you can use X dash or dash. Okay, and the 4 is the password length, because the BF we used BF before, and gen_salt BF4. It means I only use only 4 password length, because the maximum is 72. Okay, this is what I suggest to you to search about the description of all functions, because we have many different function, and my question is, could we encrypt all of the database using a single key? Because uh, we encrypt the data this only the table, and could we encrypt all of the database only using one encryption data? And number 3 is, if there is an error in the user database that we have encrypted, could we fix it? It means if we have some error in our database that already encrypted, could we fix it? This is what that the one thing that I want to know. Perhaps we can discuss about it. This is our reference. So I think that's all from me. Okay, perhaps if you want something to ask, so time is yours. Okay,
Yeah.
perhaps I will present again using this syntax. So first, we should enter our database. Sir, what
Yes.
I can write again.
Close first. Again to type.
Okay, I already connected. First is create the extension. PG character and semicolon. Because I already create an extension, so there is an error because the PG character extensions is already exists. So if before if you don't create an extension before, uh, the notification will be a success because here I have created the extension. The notification I got error notification. After it, we can create table first. Create table. For example, here I create a table mercubuana with only one column, that is user ID. Here I using GenSouth, same as in the example. Actually, you can write like this, NBF without 4 number. It means the maximum length is 72 for GenSouth. And for blowfish, I mean BF. So here is the encrypted data. You can here is the resulter.
Okay.
This is to encrypt how to say the column, sorry, the user
Okay,
ID.
column. Yeah, column user ID. Okay. How about table? Encrypt to table.
It's trying.
Okay.
I think it is enough, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good
Morning.
Uh,
morning.
I'm here to explain how to connect to PSQL database server, PSQL database server from another computer or another machine. First of all, you have to set the configuration of your PostgreSQL. You can try to setting the PostgreSQL on your PostgreSQL folder, and then 13 on the data folder you can check on the PostgreSQL configuration here and set edit, and you have to edit it. You have to make sure that on this listen address, this you have to make sure uh, there is an artery sign here, and if there is a hashtag sign or comment sign like this, you have to delete it. After you change it, you can save it, and then you can move on to the pg hba.configuration, and you have to setting it again. You have to edit it. You have to add in the bottom. At the bottom, you have to add this host all here. Host all. You have to add these two line. The first line is used to allow access to all databases and all users from addresses of type IPv4, and the second line is used to allow access to all databases and all users from addresses of type IPv6. After you finish everything, you can save it, and then to try it, you can using pgadmin. You can try it here. For the default server is PostgreSQL, but you can create another one. Create server. For the name, it's up to you. Server. And for the connection, you have to make sure that the host name of the computer. For example, mine. If you don't know your host name, you can try to search it on your CMD. My host name is Sam. To put this, Sam, and the port is 5432. The password is up to you. Save. Okay. You have to know the server password. Okay. Here you can see it. The new server. The database in my server. There are the video rental, new data, premium product we have done before. Okay. That's all for me. Thank you. Maybe I